All right, guys. Hey, this is Mr. Riz, and I'm going to help you guys out with 2-2, part 2. So second day of 2-2 in Algebra 2. Just wanted to say. We're going to expand off what we know with standard equation of a quadratic. We'll look at the key features, and we'll also do one of the toughest things, which is to find the equation given 3 points. Okay, so here we go. Water balloon here is thrown from a window. The height of the water balloon over time can be given by the following function. Y equals negative 16x squared plus 160x plus 50. What's the maximum height of the water balloon? Well, if we remember, our max is the vertex. All right, our maximum point, our vertex is either the max or a min, and if the equation is upside down, that's the max, which is located at hk. So if we can go ahead and find the h, which will tell us the time, we can plug that equation in to find out the height. So let's find the h. Our a here is negative 16, our b is 160, and our c is 50. So our h is in the equation negative b over 2a. That's from what we learned last time. So our h is negative 160 over 2a is negative 16. So this is negative 160 divided by negative 32. And that would be at 5, which makes sense. It looks like it's at 5 here. Now, that is not the height of the balloon. That's just the time of the maximum height. And we're going to take that number and plug it in to the equation to find out that. So let's see, this would be negative 16 times negative, or not negative, and it won't make a difference, but positive 5 squared plus 160 times 5 plus 50. All right, I don't have a calculator near me, so let's see how well my skills work with math. All right, 5 squared is 25. 25 times negative 16 is a negative. You really cut it in half. Let's see. 400, I believe, yeah. Okay, yep. All right, then plus 160 times 5 would be 800. Yep, and then plus 50. Add them together. Negative 400 plus 800 is a positive 400 plus 50 is 450. So the maximum height is 450 feet, which actually looks like it'd be right there. Okay, so that's a good way to relate story problems to what we did in the last section. All right, here is the tough thing that we are going to do. All right, if we ever need to find the equation of the parabola that passes through the points, if we got negative 232, 135, and 317 in this example, what we're going to do is remember each point has an x and a y. We can take all the x's and replace all the x's with the negative 2 and set it equal to a y. What ends up happening is we get the equation of like 32 equals a times negative 2 squared plus b times negative 2 plus c. And we get this equation here that is set up. And same thing with 1, 5 and 3, 7. Now, if you notice when we start stacking these equations up like so, they start to look like a system of equations that we can go through and solve in the last section. Once we figure out what a, b, and c are, or x, y, and z, like we did in the previous chapter, we can plug those values in, and that's our equation. So let's do this one tough problem, and then we'll double check this on Desmos. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do it the tough way, and if you want bonus points on the next test, you're going to learn how to do it the tough way. So here we go. Let's take each equation, and we're going to replace it. We got y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. This is the equation we want to use. We're going to replace all the x's with the number and set the equation equal to the y. So I have a times 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c equals negative 12. So this equation over here is going to become, and if I simplify this, 4a plus 2b plus c equals negative 12. Okay, next. we got the next values here. So I have a times -1 squared plus b times -1 plus c equals the y -15. So when I simplify this, how many a's do I have? This would be 1a, or just a. Maybe I'll put 1a just to be familiar here. Minus 1b plus c equals -15. All righty, and I got to do it another time here. All right, let's do -490. So this would be a times -4 squared plus b times -4 plus c equals -90. So this would be over here. Let's see, -4 squared would be 16a, and then I would have a -4b plus c equals -90. All right, so now we have our three equations. Remember, we used to call them A, B, and C. It's going to be kind of tough now to do that since we're solving for A, B, and C, little e and b, c, but we can still do this. We got to find a row that we can add together to get opposite pair. So let's look. What would be an easy set of opposites? Well, why don't I do A and B together? 4a plus 2b plus c equals -12, and 1a minus 1b plus a c equals -15. Now I don't have any opposites here, but I could go ahead and multiply this bottom row by 2, and I would get opposite b's, or I can multiply this by -1, and I would have opposite c's. I'm going to get rid of the opposite c's. All right, so this becomes 4a plus 2b plus c equals -12. And the bottom becomes a -a, and then a plus b minus c equals +15. So we add them together. 4a plus -a is 3a. 2b plus b is 3b. Those go away. And -12 plus 15 is 3. Okay, so I did A and B together and I got rid of the C's. Now I need to either do A and C or B and C together to get rid of the C's. I'm going to do A and C. So A and C over here. 4A plus 2B plus C equals -12. And C is 16A minus 4B plus C equals -90. So the same thing here. I'm going to multiply this row by -1. We get 4a plus 2b plus c equals -12, and -16a plus 4b minus c equals +90. So we can go ahead and add these together. I would get a -12a, and I would get a +6b, and the c's go away, and I would get -12 plus 90 is a +78. Okay, so now that we got those two, we're going to take these two answers and stack them up. So 3a plus 3b equals 3, and -12a plus 6b equals 78. What we need to do now is get a set of opposites. I'm going to multiply this top one by 4 to get opposite a's. And so I would get 12a plus 12b equals 12. And on the bottom is -12a plus 6b equals 78. So I can add these together, and we'd get 12a plus 12a goes away. 12b plus 6b is 18b. And 12 plus 78 is 90. If I divide 90 by 18, I get b is 5. So the equation is y equals something x squared plus 5x plus, okay, something. We got to find the c, we got to find the a. All right, so let's go ahead and do the a next. I can go ahead and take like this term here, 3a plus 3b equals 3. And just plug in our b. So 3a plus 3b is 5 equals 3. So 3a plus 15 would equal 3. Minus that over, 3a would equal negative 12. A would equal negative 4. So we have a y equals negative 4x squared plus 5x. Now we just need to figure out what c is. We're going to go ahead and take any one that we have. I like this one right in the middle. That one's pretty easy. So we have 1a, so that's negative 4, minus 1b, which is 5, plus 1c equals negative 15. So we got negative 4 minus 5, that's negative 9 plus 15, or c equals negative 15. Add the 9 over, and we just thought that like last time these problems couldn't get any longer, and it did. We add the 9 over and we get c equals negative 6. All right, so how can we double check this? We are going to type this in on Desmos. I'm going to leave this up because I don't trust myself of remembering that equation when I go to Desmos here. So let's split screen this, open up Desmos, clear off anything that I had before. Okay, so let's make this a little dramatic. We're going to put these points here, negative 12, or 2, negative 12. Zoom out so I can see it. It's okay, it's down there. I got another point at negative 1, negative 15. Alrighty, it's down there. And then we got another point at negative 490. And that is way down there, I bet. Really zoom out. Oh, zoom out even more. I know it's hard to see over here. Where's it? Here, boy. Negative 4, negative, oh, I put positive 90, it's negative 90. There we go. Okay, so we got a point down there, and I have all mine. Now, if I type in this equation, we should see it hit through all of those points. Let's move my head, Mr. Riz, you're getting all the drama out of the way. All right, so we got the equation y equals negative 4x squared. Oh, that's close, but not quite, but we still got to put a plus 5x, and then put a minus 6. Holy cow. Let's clear off all my drawings here. Look at this graph. It goes, well, it just zoomed out. Gets through all 3 points. That's pretty impressive. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the CYU. Let's worry about what we have to be graded on. Okay, open it up. Make sure you guys can see this. All right. So this problem here, find the vertex of it. That's pretty easy. In fact, you can type this into Desmos and click on it and find that. This next problem here, we have some questions that we have to answer. Might even want to type this into Desmos and see which one of those is true. Look at it. It's going to be either B or D, or actually it could be neither one of those. All right, a pebble tossed into a cliff. That's just like the problem we did at the beginning. So maybe go back to that video, see how that problem was solved. And then we have this problem here. Now, what I would recommend doing, probably the easiest way of doing this problem. Now, just to answer this, plug those points like we did on Desmos, and then type in each equation. See which one goes through all 3 points. So keep it simple, guys. Remember, just find any solution to a problem. You don't have to know it the long way. That long way will be a bonus problem on the test. So if you want to do it the long way and you can memorize that, you got bonus points coming. If not, find another strategy to solve this. This is multiple choice and you guys have unlimited attempts, so you always got another way to solve it. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you next time.